Welcome to the Quick 10 podcast, brought to you by Trac, focusing on all things FedCon and cyber defense from different perspectives and different personalities, all in 10-ish minutes. Here's your host, Derek White.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Quick 10 podcast. I'm your host, Derek White from Beryllium and Trac. Filming here in person with the CUI-CON 2026 in sunny Orlando, Florida. And today I'm joined by Chris Furner from Blumira.
Yeah.
And thanks for being here. I know it's really busy to step aside for a couple minutes.
Oh, no, it's great to talk. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So for the audience, we have people watching and listening this these aren't timestamped, so they could be watching this in 6 months from now. What is it that you guys do? And talk about your role a little bit too and why you're here at this conference, but go through that a little bit and then I'm working a few more questions.
Yeah, so Blumira is a SIEM solution. More broadly, we are an integrated security operations platform, but what that means is that more broadly than just ingesting audit logs is providing solutions on things like when alerts trigger, what your steps are, providing guidance, providing human insight and assistance to remediate alerts, potential incidents, that kind of stuff. But at our core, we're a SIEM solution, so getting the event logs out of endpoints, cloud products, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
What I'm here for is, at CUI-CON is to talk to partners, other vendors, customers that might want to use our product, identifying other partnerships we can develop in the space to help other people. My role at the company is mainly on our partner team. I work with our partners that need to have compliance needs, other needs, making sure that we're the right fit for the customers, that kind of stuff.
So great conference for that, because there are a lot of, specifically since last year when we were in Tampa, there's more logos here, there's more companies here than there were last year, which is a good sign that more providers and or professionals are out there to try to help, which is good. What is a good customer profile look for you guys? Where do you see the lights come on the most when you start engaging with the customer? Yeah,
so right now we've had a lot of good discussions, obviously in manufacturing, because we're seeing a lot of CMC need in manufacturing. We work with a lot of MSPs as well. Over half our business is a product that's sold through MSPs. We work with small and medium MSPs a lot. Some larger MSPs, but what they're able to do it is to better deliver security services to that smaller market, where the company maybe have a single IT person internally and they can't staff. They have increasing need for just basic security and technology things, but also this increased need for compliance services, compliance maintenance, that kind of stuff. So we have a really big increase in that partner space because they're equipped to bring in all the expertise to do that stuff. Yeah.
And so then for those that are more resource constrained internally, your tool allows them to not just see the lights and the alerts going off, but also then does it help them with remediation and different things to do? Where do you guys take it from that level?
Yeah, so a lot of tools that are similar to ours out there are going to say like, hey, alert number, whatever fired, Google it. Good luck. But the difference with, I referenced the ISOP, Security Operations Platform, is that having both the alert and the solution inside there. So all of our alerts have guidance, step-by-step guidance that'll say, hey, does the user normally do this? Are they supposed to do this? Yes or no? If yes, great. Do you want to create a filter so you won't see this again? If no, let's look deeper into it. Is this endpoint recognized? Is this phone an authorized MFA device? Trying to talk them through the process. What we find in the industry is that the expectations in terms of quality, speed, and price that somebody wants for a SOC that reviews those alerts before they send to you is unrealistic, especially in compliance space.
Yep.
They can't afford a SOC that can do all the things they want. So the way we do it differently is empower that customer themselves to actually have usable information to respond to those alerts. And then if they need help, we do have a human-based team that they can call on, but trying to remove that human third party from the flow of alerting, but still have expertise when they need it. Kind of a better balance of expertise, cost, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I think that's one of the lost education pieces of these requirements over the years is that the intellectual property theft, what this whole thing is built around, is not intended to be noisy.
Yeah.
Like a ransomware attack is like, hey, you're screwed. So in this case, these requirements are in place because there are a lot of companies that are under-resourced and they don't have a tool like yours yet. But even when they get one, 6 months from now, something might change. And now it knows that, hey, like you just said, that's a perfect example. Was that supposed to happen?
Yep.
Maybe sometimes it was. We made a little change to something, great. Maybe sometimes it's like, no, but not everything's a fire, right?
Yep.
It doesn't start, it's just drop, stop, and roll. So that's good. Are you seeing a better understanding from small to medium-sized companies versus, say, some of the mid-sized market ones and maybe switching to you guys from a different tool? Is there an education piece there that you guys are seeing the headlights come on a little bit?
Yeah, we are, we're not a new company, but we're not, we started in 2018, so we are growing in market share. And we do see a lot of people that are coming from the more established, older tools in the market that maybe, it's the nature of software is that you develop a tool and over time it becomes more of itself and it's hard to adapt to be a new thing. So a more fresh take on, the approach, a lot of people appreciate having something that's built for the current needs of customers. We see a lot of people that are happy that they came to us from something else. Of course, that means that they may be happier over the next thing they move on from us. But we're trying hard to measure the market on a very regular basis and adapt, not only how the product is sold and works, but how the security value works. Because ultimately, compliance and security are hopefully the same thing, and not just delivering checking the box requirements, but making them more secure. We do see the cool thing is you see over time alert levels go down with our customers because that means they're finding things, they're hardening things, they're closing down the holes in the doors and the windows, and becoming more secure. And that's ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for.
Right, and I imagine that's where the partnership side becomes so strong, is that you need to have partners that know what your product does, where it provides value, so they can talk to their customers about why they're getting it, and then what it means to them, not just turning it on and watching it send stuff out that they have no idea what to do with.
Yeah, exactly. Not just saying like, oh, yep, it's fine, close the alert, but saying, yep, let's stop these alerts from happening.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's the technology vendors are a big part of that because they have the expertise to understand all of that.
So it's good if for those watching and listening, if they don't understand everything that you just said, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the point, right? Is that you can help them get there and see the alerts go down, which is huge. And again, that's just one of those things. We spend a lot of time with small to medium-sized companies that that's a dangerous island to be on, and it's very lonely when you are the person that sees them and you want to do something about them, and then maybe the resources aren't there to actually then remediate the issues that are on fire. Becomes a big challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. We see it's really tough to be a small business right now. There's just more and more stuff, even without being in CMC. Everybody's got compliance now. Everybody's got security, cyber insurance. They've got payment card restrictions. There's so many things now.
Yeah.
It's a tough business to be in if you're doing it on your own.
Agreed. And that's a whole nother topic for another day, is other security requirements that come into play where you guys probably cross collaborate and cross map too. Well, thank you for spending a few minutes. These are brief on purpose because we want people to understand different things, different tools, different perspectives. So if they want to hear more from you, or whether you, Chris, directly, or about you guys in general, where would you send them?
Blumira.com is great. Blumira.com. We sell both into the commercial space as well as to partners. On our website, it's very easy to identify, contact forms or become a partner forms. But website's got a lot of great information about what we do, how we do it, that kind of stuff. So great place to start. Reach out through there.
Awesome. Thank you again for spending time with us. And for anybody that has further questions, go find Chris and his team, and they'll help you out.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. This is great.
Thank you for listening to this episode, and make sure to subscribe to the Cuick 10 podcast wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Cuick Trac, visit our website at www.cuicktrac.com.